Hey, Mr. V here in the shop. Thanks for joining me again. And we're going to be talking real quick about this super vital tool, which is a voltage test kit. This is the contractor's version. It's 2 pieces of equipment that are super vital. In fact, I have had this one in my tool belt for years and years. It's so worn down you can barely see the logo on it anymore, but it is mission critical that whenever we are in and around electricity, we can test for voltage and know that we're safe, or we have to turn off circuitry. And then the second part of the kit is the actual input for our receptacles, checking for ground, proper wiring, and so forth. So these 2 tools I'm going to officially retire today, because we're going to break open the package here and see what our new Sperry system looks like. And so let's take a look. All right, so now you can see it. That's the one that's been with me for years and years in my tool belt. We're going to officially retire that. But here, again, in a combination kit, we're going to have the 2 primary tools as well as battery included, which is always a nice feature. So we're just going to take our utility knife and we're going to cut that packaging open so we can get to the actual tool. And then we'll load it up with the battery and see how she works. All right, so super simple. There's the 2 tools. Let's come back to the back side. We'll cut that battery out and load it up and see if she's gonna work for us here. This tool, like I said, is primary tool. It always stays with me in my tool belt, because you never know when you're gonna be coming across electrical current in anything from an extension cord to a wall receptacle or a light switch. And so always being ready to test is going to be super critical. So this particular one has a small Phillips head screwdriver that's going to release the battery case. Just have a little tiny Phillips, and then we can back that out a little bit more. Perfect. Okay. So there's the battery compartment. Check which way positive. So positive's going down towards the front of the tool, and it has a spring in there. So again, we're going to load that against the spring, push until it clicks. Replace the cap. We're going to go down and lock that front side in, and then we'll tighten down that set screw again. Okay, just snug. We don't want to over tighten, but that's now in play. And let's see, there's our test. So if we hold that and come up against electricity, we're going to get our test signal. Okay. Secondly, we've got this tool, which doesn't require any battery power whatsoever. So it's going to be able to plug directly into any kind of receptacle, and then it'll tell us on the front here all the different variations that could be possible. So 2 amber, 2 orange, that means we are correctly wired, and we've got our ground, neutral, and hot all good to go. This also has a GFCI tester in it, which is really nice. So if we're in a kitchen or in a location where we got a GFCI that we want to check, this will actually trip the GFCI and allow us to check and make sure that circuitry is all set up properly. So that is ready and good to go in the tool belt. So we'll replace the old one, put the new one in the belt. All is good. Let's see what else we got. This is nice. It's got a nice rubberized side arm here. So all the way down, we've got a good way to grip, so no matter how we're handling the tool, won't slip out of our hands. It has a little connection lip there in case we want to slip that on our shirt or our belt. Let's just see how this connection works. So if we're pulling in, that doesn't really have an on-off. So if we hold, so that's the test, and then when you bring it near the circuit, it'll light up. So you're going to press and hold, and then move it towards whatever circuit you're trying to test. So we can bring it into an outlet, and we can test right and left, or even into the cable at any point. When it senses a current flowing through any particular item, it's going to give us that signal, and we're good to go. So again, we're going to press and hold, first little safety, and then we can test. And I'm just continuing to hold that down. So that gives us a good reading all the way through. All right, so that looks good. Let's go ahead and put that in the tool belt and let's go to work.